Fine, I'll do it. Need to look around here first. Then I'll want to talk to Madame de Bourbeau.
Very well. I shall inform you once she has returned. Meanwhile, the key to the cellar. Just... whatever you do, please do not disturb the wine barrels.
I can't make any promises. I'll do whatever the bloody hell I want. And apparently that does not involve going through a door like this. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. The Tufo vineyard was plagued by tremors caused by some unknown underground force. Yet these were no ordinary earthquakes, a phenomenon entirely unknown in Toussaint. The tremors caused noteworthy damage as buildings collapsed, wine bottles fell from shelves and shattered, and wine barrels burst, releasing into the dirt their ever so valuable contents. The vineyard's owner suspected some subterranean beast was the culprit, and Garrett was inclined to admit that he was right. So we are to go to these cellars after dark apparently, and if I have to make a very quick guess, because of there being earthquakes and rumbling and whatnot, what do we know that might cause that? Either giant centipedes, or a Shilmar. I mean, we know that those apparently can be found in caverns here and there, which means I for sure wouldn't mind taking a quick look around right here, right now, because sure if the sound
It's quiet. Guess the monster actually is nocturnal.
happens only at night.
Wait till dark.
I guess we will have to wait till dark. That, however, is a problem because it's early in the morning. Stock-taking summary. The last tremors damaged several bottle stands and knocked over several wine barrels, whose subsequent rolling wreaked further havoc. Among the losses, 12 bottles... No, that's a lot of bottles. And I'm assuming that's all very expensive. In addition, 2 barrels of wine in the maturing process burst and spilled. The losses following this tremor proved greater than those after the previous ones. This tremor shall be the ruin of me. At this rate, yeah, I can imagine. Hello, what's that? Okay, you don't need purple armor dye. That has no purpose being here, which means I'm cleaning up for you. That's what I'm doing. Yes, exactly what I'm doing. I'm using the wine as bait for the monster. And meanwhile... Hello. No. Tufo Vineyard work schedule. Recapitulation. This past half fortnight, I was forced to reassign 3 workmen to cleaning up the damage caused by the earth's strange trembling, a fact which significantly slowed work on the vines. Sophie remains in confinement and will not be able to return to work for some time, and later her effectiveness will be hindered by the presence of the child. Jean-Luc did not even report for work today, with no warning and no excuse. When he finally does show, I shall have to have a serious talk with him. I've got a feeling Jean-Luc is one of the people who does disappear. And Sophie remains in confinement? Why exactly? Prison? Or... Not entirely sure. Really not sure. Either way, onwards we go. Dye remover, I'll take that. Yeah, we'll definitely have to pay this place a visit later, although... There's something with this wall. There's something behind there. Can I burst it open further? No. At least, not yet. Maybe a little bit more property damage has to happen before that will be the case. Either way, if we have to explore this place after dark... Yes, you are. If I'm to explore this place after dark, it's gonna take quite some time before it is dark, which means I think right now... Let's try and check in on our other contract that's happening around here. The Bovine Blues. Because, seriously, I am not gonna just meditate here and do absolutely nothing for a whole lot of time. Which means, falling cows from the sky. Call me intrigued as to why. Could be a monster just dropping them down, but that begs the question, yet again, why? Either way, if we're to follow the main road, we will reach the Ardaiso quarry. Every man, be it tippler or teetotaler, knows Toussaint's economy stems from the fruit of the vine. Few, however, realize the duchy's lands are rich with deposits of slate and other valuable building materials, and that the quarrying of such was once the bedrock of local livelihoods. Thus, when gods, fearing Toussaintois, saw fit to build a statue of the saintly Lebioda, they had no need to send for materials from abroad. Instead, they merely reactivated Ardaiso. Well, now we know at least where they're getting the stone from in order to build the Prophet Lebioda statue, and it also sounds like they are gonna need a whole lot more stone to fix it, or to finish that. Not fix it, but it was out of order, so technically that wouldn't be wrong to say either. Either way, there is a contract going on here. It's gonna be a very big quarry. Yup. And they're cutting it out in pieces already. They're creating a hand right over there. That's pretty awesome. Either way, you guys have got a notice board somewhere. Somewhere where? Up there? Down here?
What the hell happened here?
That's me. Oh. Being distracted by ghouls. Hello, my friends. How are you doing? My sword is not making any noise. There we go. Friends, hi. I'm very sorry, but this is not the day to be messing around with cows falling from the sky. Alright. You want to play? You want to play? We'll play, for sure. Right, as I get my Quen up. Oh, really? Starting to rain? Now? Come on. You need to go. This is fine. This is fine. Get Quen ready. Get Quen ready. One by one. One by one. Okay, here we go. That's it. That's it. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Oh, you just healed up the full, didn't you? Alright. You, my friends. Away with those spikes. This instant. That'll do. Well. I might have turned around really quickly. It was a beautiful day just now. Either way. I guess we found a notice board, but I am more intrigued by this. Can I take a look?
Need to ask around. Locals might know something more.
Yeah. And meanwhile, the ghouls are for sure crawling out of the woodworks. Or the stoneworks. Let's see. News about Four Fingers Hanse. The wretched Philibert Fourfingers and his Hanse have taken over the ruins of the castle on Mont Crane. From there, they embark on raids and oppress the populace. Our notice boards, your home for the latest news about Four Fingers Hanse. Alright. Ludovic Deschamps' obituary. Ludovic Deschamps, beloved father, husband and brother, a senior master at Ardaiso quarry, drew his last breath yesterday afternoon. A death vigil will be held till tomorrow, and his mortal remains will be buried in the Orlemour cemetery. We kindly request no visitors, his grieving kin. I might want to learn more about his death, for sure. Nightly expeditions to Castel Dacia. As all know, ever since that villainous Philibert Fourfingers and his Hanse murdered the family managing Castel Dacia's estate, vileness has been afoot there. There are even whispers the dreaded exterminator has made it his home. The time has come to investigate those claims. I'm gathering brave souls willing to join my expedition. Henkel the Bearded, Knight-Errant. I do hope you survived, good sir. Astute practitioner of the oldest profession. I might not be the fairest of them all, but I can give you a plowing so good you'll never want to go back to those tarts at the Bells of Beauclair. What? Well, okay then, Griselda. Elderly couple in need. I want everyone to know Countess de Sacor's true nature. The heartless harlot evicted an elderly couple who had lived on the Bassin farm for as long as anyone can remember. I don't know why she did this, but it was an exceptionally wicked thing to do. A concerned soul who abhors wickedness. Alright. And lastly, forest lovers beware. Remember the days when we would pick berries and mushrooms in the Blessure forest without a care in the world? Those happy times are gone, for wolves, big as mules, and fierce as if gripped by hydrophobia, Now prowl those woods. Every day there are fewer places where one can feel safe in our beautiful duchy. When will the Duchess do something? That will be the question, but I got a feeling the Duchess is rather busy with other matters as of right now. By the way, got a question for the people around here who may know a thing or two more about what the hell is going on with these bovines. And of course, with this being a quarry, getting down is gonna be an interesting thing, because I don't know the way. This place is a maze. And I honestly would rather not fall to my death if I can at least avoid it. And right now, falling to my death is still very likely. Greetings, gentlemen. Hope everything is okay. You've got an armory over here.
What's about out there? Go on, enjoy. We'll stay put here.
Men, we've deadlines to meet. Come on now.
Had I known it'd be like this, I never would have signed on for the job. Not for nothing.
Well, it looks like you, my good sir, are in trouble.
What the golly blasting devils are you doing, men? What plague? An unfortunate turn of offense, that's all. Get back to chiseling. If we don't deliver that head on time, the infestor will twist my plums off.
Is that what you'll tell Emil's widow? That a cow crushed him and it was an accident? This, sir, is a grave matter. It requires a specialist, some mage or warlock.
Hi, my name is
What
Geralt.
happened here?
I'm a witcher.
Look, it's that witcher who's come to town. Maybe he can do something. An exorcism or the like. We should ask how much coin he'll want.
Saw your notice. Got a problem with a cow? Fear a plague, is that it?
Yes, indeed, and a horrid one at that. We've irked the gods something true, we have. In Zeracania, they've sent a plague of locusts, then of frogs. With us, they skipped right to raining cows down on us.
Enough! Enough! No need to sow panic. Come, Master Witcher, I shall divulge to you the matter at hand.
Yes, please do, for I am really intrigued. I'm just thinking this might be the dumping ground of a monster,
but...
but...
Indeed, to be crushed by a cow. A true shame, Emil. He was a good worker. I told them at once there had to be a simple explanation. But that lot, no. Right away they started in screaming, plague! Demanding higher wages for hardship, poor working conditions, you see? They'll ruin me, the blotters.
My job is to figure out why a cow fell from the sky. That it?
That too. The thing is, since none bothered to clear the cow corpse, some filths overrun the other pit. We fear to venture there.
Yeah, I noticed. Already took care of some of it, but...
Not surprised. Cow? Where'd it come from? What kind was it?
Why, the ordinary spotted kind. Nothing unusual. Its corpse rots in the other pit, sends out its stench, and Emil lies right beneath it. Will you tend to the matter, take on the contract?
For a price, of course, but what exactly are you doing here? I think I know you're working on the Prophet Lebioda statue, but nonetheless, I'd like to hear it from your mouth.
What exactly is going on here?
Construction of a statue of the Prophet Lebioda. We're carving it. Not all at once, that is, but piece by piece. A pious infestus revived the project after years of neglect. He's engaged all nearby quarries in its completion. And we would be on schedule were it not for the incident. Please, Master, will you look into it?
I'd say kinda gladly, but the incident of the cow falling, did anyone witness it?
Need to know more about this accident. Anyone actually see what happened?
No, but sounds there were. Osterv had just gone to see how Emil was getting along when suddenly we heard an ear-botching boom. Moments later, something smashed into one of the cranes.
Doubt it was the cow that hit the crane.
Probably true. At any rate, come morn, we ventured out to sea, but the vermin drove us off. With that, all work came to a halt. Has remained so since. Master, tarry no longer, please. Will you take on the matter?
For a price, always, which means let's talk about my reward.
Need to talk about my reward before I decide.
Time for a good hackle. So how much would you take?
Well, quite a bit, I'd imagine. Let's say 300... How about this? We'll start at 400s. A bonus rate of 100s. Too much?
You must go lower for it to make any sense to me.
Alright, in that case... A little bit lower. 395.
Fine. But that is the sum total. No bonuses or gratuities on top. Understood?
I get it, I get it. I'll look into this bovine issue you've got.
Fine, I'll look into it. Might be a botched portal, but I doubt it.
Lepiota reward you with progeny aplenty. I shall keep an eye out for your return.
I'm no Duke of nothing. Which means I'm good. But no, a botched portal would possibly explain the explosion or the bang, the boom noise. However, if something hit a crane, my original guess remains to be maybe it's just a case of a monster was flying over like a cockatrice or something, and that was what caused the whole thing to go to, well, shambles rather quickly. We'll just have to take a look and see what we can find inside of that cave. Maybe if there are any other leads around. Either way, different hole, different problem, different way to even get there in the first place. Which means I gotta very slowly find my way down. Oh, and you are most definitely the crane that was crashed into. Yikes. Okay, I can drop down here, no issue. Let's see, examine the cow carcass and the workman's body. Well, we kind of started doing that, but... yeah. Those look like claw marks. Might say. Oh, this could also, of course, be from the necrophages. Who knows?
Must be a meal. Workers mentioned him. Poor guy, unlucky as all
And
hell.
it doesn't happen every single day that a cow
Right.
falls from the
Now,
sky.
where do I start?
Well, let's start with the... well, wounds on the worker's body. I'm assuming this is just completely crushed, but...
Crushed by something heavy. Skull base is cracked. Fresh tooth marks. Necrophages. But they got to him after his death.
yeah,
Won't learn anything else from the body.
not exactly. So what about the blunt trauma wounds on the cow, apparently?
Tissues crushed in places. Must have fallen from quite a height.
Which really begs the question, how? I mean, the bite wounds on the cow for sure are from the ghouls, but...
Got sliced open. Not much blood, so it happened after death. Heart had already stopped pumping. Tooth marks. Small ones, though. So necrophages left him clearly. Sure sniffed out their feast fast.
pretty much. But what about the punctures and slashes on the cow then? Those are definitely not responsible from the ghouls.
Deep claw wounds. Spread between talons indicates a draconid. A wyvern, probably. But these wounds weren't the cause of death.
Which would lead us to the cause of the accident.
Got it. All clear now. Cow died when it fell from a great height. Draconid must have dropped it. A youngster probably trying to get the cow back to its nest, but it proved too heavy. Emil's bad luck to be standing right underneath.
Pretty much. And then it crashed right into the crane right over here.
And then there's the crane.
Which means our Draconid kinda got hurt. Also, do I need to go in there? I probably want to go in there because of the ghouls and whatnot, but... let's see, can I find my way through this mess? Somehow. That's it. Let's see, can I go up here? See what I can find. Maybe there's just an air for a little bit of blood here that can lead me into the right direction of where this wyvern most likely has gone to.
Blood. Draconid must have hit it pretty hard. Dropped the cow, then probably tried to steady its flight. Got hurt in the process. Good. Should be simple to track down.
That would be the idea. Which means it can't have gone far. Follow the blood
Traces
trail.
of Draconid blood. Barely perceptible. I'm on the right track.
Indeed. Which also means, just in case, it sounds like we might have to put this beast out of its misery, out of its suffering. Keeping draconite oil ready. Just in case. Where did you go? Now, you still flew off quite a far distance. I'd imagine you would have crash landed much sooner.
Started bleeding heavily. Wound was more serious than I thought, looks like.
Yeah. God. Poor beast. I mean, poor man also. I'm hearing two things. You've got a nest over here. Ooh, I got a feeling.
Smells like sour mash. It must have attacked a local distillery. Bastard.
I wasn't expecting rot fiends. Oi, knock it off. You bugger. Nope. Dude, out of the way. Okay, at least they're not scurfers. That's fine. However, rot fiends in general remaining to be problematic. Nonetheless, that's fine. We've dealt with so many of you in the past. There's no issue there. No. No shouting. No screeching. You're going down. There we go. Oh, out of the way, out of the way. Yeah. Alright, not what I was thinking, but...
Landed on the roof of the distillery. Raised a ruckus, made a mess, then moved on.
Clearly. Where did it run off to then? And how many people as a result died? All of them. Well, this is starting to be peachy.
Damn it. Half-eaten body with scorch marks.
Scorch marks?
Definitely not a wyvern. Slizzard. Gotta be. They breathe fire.
What the hell is a slizzard? Have we fought slizzards in the past? I think we might have. Long time ago. Oh, yikes. Slizzards. Some peasants once offered me a king's ransom to slay a slizzard. A damned hefty purse, chock full of gold. But I turned them down. Coin's no good if you're dead. And a slizzard? That's no fucking forktail. Sator, one of the Crimson Reavers. Oh boy. Slizzards are often mistaken for wyverns or forktails. Yet make no mistake, slizzards are nasty, terribly dangerous creatures. And confusing them for wyverns will end very badly for the confuser. While a wyvern can tear apart and devour an untrained man in seconds, only a slizzard can first bake him to a crisp with a waft of fiery breath. You sound like a lot of fun. Gwen for sure, Art for sure, draconite oil, and grape shot. Aye, we've got our work cut out for us. But I think back when we were in murky waters, we actually fought slizzard as well. Unsure, can't fully remember, but they sound a little bit familiar, just maybe. Or that might be because of, what was this stuff called? Slizzard hide? Yeah, infused slizzard hide. Maybe my memory is just completely playing with me right now, making me think I remember them. Either way, you guys don't need potatoes anymore, and bootlegger's notes. So I say that, Minister Tremblay, the whole San Sartoris Valley is overrated. Those wines, why, don't get me started on SS. Ever since they started mass producing it, they should call it Iter, for it's definitely seen better days. Then he says, right you are, always been a Court de Blessure champ myself. In fact, between you and me, I even prefer it to Sangreal. You know, the wine reserved for her illustrious highness and her inner circle. And then, the fool I am, I blurt out, oh, I agree, whether her grace has me tasted. I've got to swill my mouth out with vodka afterwards, to wash out that rancid taste. Oh, come on, I was drunk, wasn't I? Talking out of my bum. Well, turns out I had rather overvalued my position at court. Tremblay needed but say a word to the Duchess's ear, and in 3 shakes and a donkey's tail, I was out on the streets. The job of ducal taste has been given back to Benoit. Can you believe it? After that scandal involving Baroness Nique and Quilline? As for me, well, what was I supposed to do? I had no choice but to start making and drinking my own brews. That's always been my true passion. And unfortunately, that passion came to a quick halt because of a slizzard dropping out from the sky. Fun times. Well, anyway.
Oh, Prince. Crawled through here. Clearly too tired to fly.
Pretty much, which means we've got a grounded beast for the time being. However, that does not mean that we are out of hot waters just yet, because those hot waters are only warming up once that beast starts spewing its flame.
Was in a bad way. Barely crawling.
Or is it already dead? I doubt it will be already dead.
Second Draconid landed here. A larger one. Waited for the smaller one to heal.
Oh.
And they flew off together. Should be easy to track. Smaller one was still bleeding, luckily.
Mother and a child, maybe? Or father and a child, one hunting. I've got a feeling we
Flew off together. Probably bound for their nest.
might be in a little bit of trouble now that there are two of them. Definitely not liking the sound of that. Hi. Can I? Yes.
Another cow. This one's been dead a lot longer, though. Slizzard did this, too. Can tell by the claw marks, the burns. Must feel safe here.
Pretty much their hunting grounds. How close are we to other civilizations? Well, there's something going on in regards to our Griffin Kid. We need to go here anyway. I've got a feeling that we kind of have to get rid of these beasts.
Trail ends here. Nest's up there. I bet the farm on it.
I'd rather not bet the farm now that we have only just gotten it. However, with you being up there, definitely want to be ready. Draconid oil for sure. We know what we're doing. Gonna have to fight two of them at the same time. It's gonna be a mess, isn't it? Okay, how do I get up there without them burning me to a crisp the instant I try and arrive here? Aiden wasn't really advised, but... Okay, one of you for sure is in a very good shape. There's another cave entrance around here. Okay, if we try and get up here... There you are. Okay. There's a place of power here. I like the sound of that. But I also like the sound.
So it was Mommy who helped you.
Yup, it definitely was. But at the same time, that right now leaves me to be in a whole lot of danger. And I'm fighting two of you. Okay. Oh my god! I'm sorry, what did you just try and do to me? No fire. No fire. No. Okay. Mommy needs to go. Mommy needs to go. I'm very sorry. It has to happen. Excuse me. Sorry. I'll end this quickly. I'll end this as quickly as I can. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Dangerous beast for sure.
Right. High time I collected a trophy. Rest of the eggs haven't hatched yet. Need to burn the whole nest.
Before this place is completely overrun by them. Alright, first things first. Trophy. Great Glyph of Igni. Makes a whole lot of sense. Dahlia. Now we'll take that. Probably isn't a very good sword compared to what I currently got going on right now, but nonetheless worth a pretty penny. And I guess 2 trophies. Especially if I cut you down as well. Right? No, no trophy for you. Well, that's fine. Either way, optional destroy the nest and the slizzard eggs. You won't survive if I don't destroy you. I won't let you hatch just like that and enter a world where there's no one to care for you. I'm sorry.
That ought to do it.
Well, I guess that means that is a good job done by us. Which also means this entire place is in ruins. There's a place of power down below. I'm sensing it. And likewise, there for sure is something in regards to, well, loot in the nest, for starters. Hello. I'll take that. There is some Griffin gear around here, and I wanna know where it is.
Must be that ruined fort LaFog mentioned. Worth a look.
For sure. And also, everything down below. There's caverns. We are definitely not done yet for the day. Formula for orange armor die, I'll take that. Nice. But what else might we have? Except for more mushrooms. Oh, hello. Captain Augustus Virabra's report. Griffin steel sword, gauntlets, and the boots. Hello. The Witcher I summoned reached Usar on the 12th of September. He made a favorable impression. I had expected a cold killer, yet found myself speaking with someone who could easily be mistaken for a normal man, if not for his expansive knowledge concerning the habits of monsters. The 2 swords on his back, and the Griffin-head medallion on his chest. Jerome, as he was called, asked me a great many questions about the beast seen near Montcrane Castle. Based on my responses, he concluded the monster in question was a Leshen. During our next conversation, the Witcher expressed his astonishment at being offered such a high reward, and one paid in advance, before he even arrived in Tucson. I had taken a liking to the fella and wanted to be honest with him. Despite the vow I had sworn, I revealed his pay came entirely from a certain Moreau, a mage, who had decided to use this gift to thank our community for a warm welcome. When Jerome heard the mage's name, he first went pale, and then flew into a rage. He shouted, and I quote, "Gotta give that old bastard a piece of my mind," and then ran to the stables, mounted his steed, and rode off, leaving the greater part of his possessions behind. He was seen on the road to Montcrane, but then disappeared, like a rock thrown in deep water. Master Moreau claims he never saw the Witcher. Well then, that
Wonder
means...
what happened at Montcrane.
Yeah, where would that be? Montcrane? I mean, we probably went further south as a result. I'd say on his way to there, but... Not really sure where. I guess Montcrane would be right over here up north. Well... Maybe we will pay that place a quick visit once we are done with the Bovine Blues and once we have explored this area over here. Because, yeah, we may have our gear right now. Hello? What's over here? Are you a bear? A Leshen? No, you are just a panther, being a bugger, who's not gonna bother me. There's no people here anyway, so I have no need to actually kill you. I'll be fine. And in the meantime, I guess downwards we go. Now, where was that entrance? Or was it all the way down below? I saw a entrance, I guess, but... I do want to make sure that once I do go down here, I will actually stay in one piece. And I want that bloody place of power. Okay, I thought the entrance was over here. I'm gonna have to take a quick look around. Yeah, no, I have no clue where this entrance is. Oh, ho, ho, sneakily hidden. Alright. Wonder why those two weren't down here. I mean, this would be a better lair to hide in.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Maybe they just didn't like the place of power. Either way, you're mine. Hello. Which means we're one step closer towards our metamorphosis. But in the meantime, is there anything up here while that we're here? Anything of interest? Doesn't look like it. Well then, I shall take you, and we shall collect our reward for solving the bovine cow dropping from the sky mystery. If I can at least get my way out of here. Very slowly and safely. I'm an expert. I know what I'm doing. Trust me. Nothing better than a hike through the forest. Absolutely lovely. But the time has come for our payment. Where is our good sir? And likewise, there is a blacksmith all the way up here. I'm sure you, good sir, do you by any chance happen to have a little bit of money available to you?
You don't look like a quarryman to me.
No, far
That
from it.
stand in the way of our doing business?
No. It merely means I doubt you'll find anything of use here. I mainly stock goods for the men at the quarry. Hammers, spikes, hand cream. But if you want a glance, feel free. I shan't stop you.
I'll gladly take a look, but you're a real welcoming fella.
You always this personable? Or do you just get up on the wrong side of the bed this morning?
I got up on the right side. I always do. My left leg's been lame ever since my accident. I worked here once, see? Breaking stone. Until a part of a rock face fell away and crushed my foot.
Aye, aye.
Sorry. Feel foolish now.
Not to worry. Such things are commonplace here, part of the job. Every now and then someone breaks something, twists an ankle, or their neck.
Well, better the ankle than the neck, I guess. By the way, can you show me what you've got in store?
Show me what you got.
Because, no, you don't have a whole lot of money. Well, do you have some orichalcum by any chance? Because apparently I need an awful lot of that, and it doesn't look like you have it. Well, you are a blacksmith. Maybe you require some weaponry in order to defend your people. And, ooh, was that sword any good? Squire Steel Sword. It just deals so much more damage than Iris at this point. I need to replace Iris soon. Although, technically I can't even wear this just yet, but... I'll just sell you some normal junk. Alright, good sir, that will do. Thank you very much for your time, and... good luck over here with these folks. They can really use your help.
Gotta go. Farewell.
Export blades to Metina, Ebbing, Nasser, even Zerikania.
That's very fine. However, maybe just stick to the hand screen for the time being. By the way, where is my friend? Hello, people. Good news. You can get back to work really soon. Greetings, good sir. I have brilliant news.
Well, have you learned how that cow came to fly?
Yes. And everything has been cleared up as well.
Yeah, you can get back to work. And it wasn't a plague of falling cows.
Did I not say so from the start?
Yes, you did.
A weight off my chest. So what was behind the animal's plummet?
Young slizzard flying over the quarry dropped it. Was trying to get it back to its nest. Food for its mother and siblings. Probably heard the last of the beasts. Burned the nest, eggs, everything.
A praiseworthy precaution, but as I said, I can only pay you what we agreed. I simply haven't any more.
No, that's fair.
Here, take this. And I thank you, Master.
And meanwhile, I wish you good luck in regards to continuing the procuring of stone for the statue of Lebioda. Sure, it may not be my faith, but...
All cleared up now, right? No gods, no plague, just the dragon, but it's gone too. We're to pay Emil's widow compensation, and that will be that. So, why do you still stand there and wait, men? Back to work, chop chop!
And I've a notion suspicious workings are still afoot.
Oh, God.
What became of the builders who were to put the statue together? They were due 3 days back, yet there's still no sign of them at our Ardeisto.
They were crushed too, I'm certain of it. Or eaten, or locusts got them, like in Zerikania.
What's this rubbish you spout now? The architects wrote they would arrive a week late with a large shipment of marble from Metina for the prophet's beard. So stop flapping your yaps and get to work.
There are multiple groups still missing, and we have found one of them.
Allow me to walk you away, Master. Truth be told, I lied. But I cannot have them panic again. The workers he mentioned, they've indeed vanished. Come see me later. I shall divulge to you the details.
Well, I for sure am intrigued. And, as I mentioned, it may not be my faith, but nonetheless, I for sure am interested in helping out any way that I possibly can, for it sounds like you have got some big feet to fill. Which means, good sir.
This empty dead.
So, Master, the workers who vanished, how goes the search?
Vanished. What do you exactly mean? Where did they vanish? Where did they go off to?
They vanished? What's that mean?
Just that, along with ample supplies. I had placed an order. More than a dozen wagons reached the building site, yet 5 were lost along the way. Tools, food, building materials, and, first and foremost, the specialists we need. The chief architect included. I wrote to the architect to say the quarry awaits. He should send new plans. But the foreman said the architect was here, at Ardaizo. And this means...
He's missing too. Got it. I'll look around, see what I can learn.
Master, I know not how to thank you, but I beg you to hurry. We shall simply not finish without those 5 wagons.
Well, make it 4. St. Lebioda's footsteps. Locations marked on your map indicate places where transports carrying materials needed to finish St. Lebioda's statue or engineers responsible for its construction have run into trouble. Provide them aid and watch as you help erect one of the wonders of the world. I think we shall. But still, as we mentioned, big feat to fill. All signs seem to suggest the statue and those working on it suffered from a hefty dose of rotten luck. With the help of the Witcher had provided, the quarry was now operational normally, yet fresh trouble appeared almost at once. The foreman was forced to enlist the Witcher's aid again when the group of builders and the architect disappeared along the road leading to the building site. Which would be where exactly this building site? It would be the building site where we have already been. Yeah, we have got enough places to go. So these would be all the places where people have gone missing. Well, I didn't notice anything over here at least. Huh, maybe I just didn't pay attention. I mean, I just walked over towards the Blackamoon's Bridge, so... who knows? Either way, that's a trouble for the future. We'll return there at some point. Right now, however... we didn't want to go over there. I think I did kind of want to go towards the Griffin Gear up here. Yeah. And of course after dark. What time is it right now? Okay, it is slowly getting darker. I have got a feeling that the moment that we start actually heading off towards the north, we might actually make that work out. This will take a little bit of time to help out the knights or mess around with stuff that's basically required for us to help people out, deal with arc spores, God knows what. I also want to explore this over here, and I for sure want to have the Master Griffin gear. But if we do this, once we return here, it will be after dark, which would allow us to be right in time for that. Maybe it becomes a little bit of a time risk again, but maybe it also might work out just right in our favor. As long as we do hurry up.
He never learns, does he? I often admire the big guy's determination, but his sense of time management is totally out of whack. Thank the gods that there aren't any truly time-sensitive quests. For this man, he would fill them all.